Hi everyone. In this session, I would like to demo you how you can easily create database service in Oracle Service Manager, which enables you to invoke any SQL statement, function call, or procedure call inside your database and expose it as an API. To do that, go to the Services section, press on the Add Service button, and choose DB Service. Let's give it a name. And the next thing to do would be to add here your connection details to the database that you are working on. I will be using for this demo an Oracle database. So I'll just put here the details of this database. And choose the database type. As you can see, the Service Manager supports a few types of databases. I will be demoing on Oracle. And now we can press the test connection button. This will verify that the connection details that we provided are correct and we have connectivity to the database. It will ask me for credentials and it will try to connect. And once I've verified my connectivity, I can continue with creating the DB service. As you can see, it also added two parameters to the database service here, the username and the password, which are obviously required parameters. And now I can add my statement that I want to run here. To help me with that, we have here on the right a button which opens an inline help. You can see here how you can add SQL statements, function calls, procedure calls, how you can handle different types of parameters, etc. I will be demoing a very simple SQL statement. So let's query all the records from my demo table. This is how my demo table looks on my database. And the next thing to do would be to scroll down a little bit and press on the Get Output button. This will analyze my SQL statement, make sure I don't have any syntax error, and it will also analyze the output and will add output parameters according to the columns that are returned from my statement. In my case, I asked for all the columns, so it added 5 parameters, which is the number of columns in my table. And that's it, I'm done. Now I can create the service. I can press here, create service, and click on the test service to see that it runs okay. And as you can see, the service just returned the whole content of my table. In my case, it's 5 rows. And I can continue and add some few more and demo some few more features. So let's go back to editing the service. And first I would like to show you that if you will scroll down here to the advanced details section, there's a configuration field called number of rows, which enables you to control how many rows, what will be the limit of the number of rows that will be returned by your statement, your service invocation. By default, it will be 200. You can change it to any number that you want, of course, or just limit it in the SQL statement itself. So an additional thing I want to demo you is how to add input parameter to your SQL statement. Let's add, for example, here a where clause that queries on the first name field column. And of course, I can put here a constant value, but what I want to do is to add an input parameter, which will enable me to set a value, a different value each time I invoke the service. So to do that, first I need to go to the input parameters section and add a new input parameter. So let's add here a new parameter called first name. And we'll press the save button. And now that I have a new input parameter, I can integrate it into my query, into my SQL statement. I can open again the inline help and see here an example of how to add input parameter. So just copy and paste it and just change the name of the parameter to the correct name. And now I can save it and test it with the new parameter. You can see I have a first name and I need to put to add a value in it. So let's see on the table which values I had, and let's take one of the values here. So I'll choose John, press run test, and as expected, it will return only one record that meets this criteria. That's it. This is as simple as that. This is how you can create a DB service in Oracle Player Service Manager. Thank you.